It was supposed to be a normal evening. The city lights shimmered across the glass towers, and the sound of luxury cars hummed through the night air. Inside the grand ballroom of the Hilton Crown Plaza, the most powerful people in the city mingled under a crystal chandelier that looked like falling stars. Cameras flashed, laughter echoed, and champagne glasses clinked, but among them stood Evelyn Hart, the youngest female CEO in New York's tech scene, looking like she had everything. Yet nothing at all. Her dress was perfect, her hair flawless, but her heart? A storm. She had built her empire from scratch, Hart Innovations, a billion-dollar company, but tonight wasn't about her success. It was about her reputation. Her ex-fiancé, Daniel Royce, was there too, smiling beside a glamorous woman clearly flaunting his new engagement. And everyone, every camera, every gossip blogger had their eyes on Evelyn. That's when she saw him, Liam Brooks. He wasn't dressed like the others. No expensive tux, no shiny shoes, just a simple black suit that somehow looked better than all the tailored ones around. He was standing near the buffet holding a glass of water instead of wine, his eyes calm, grounded, as if the chaos around him couldn't touch him. Evelyn knew him. Not well, but enough. He was a single dad, a consultant she had briefly hired 6 months ago to help stabilize her company's finances during a crisis. A quiet, intelligent man, humble, professional, and always polite. She remembered his steady voice during meetings, how he spoke with clarity and patience, never once trying to impress, but always delivering results. And now, seeing him there, something clicked. Evelyn took a deep breath and walked up to him. "Liam," she said softly. He turned, surprised. "Miss Hart, it's been a while." "Yeah." She hesitated, glancing toward her ex across the room. "I need a favor. Just for tonight." Liam frowned slightly, curious. "What kind of favor? Just..." She swallowed her pride. "Act like you're mine. My boyfriend. Just for tonight." The words hung in the air, ridiculous yet desperate. Her eyes pleaded more than her words did. Liam blinked, unsure if he'd heard right. "You want me to pretend to be your..." "Yes," she interrupted. "It's complicated. I don't want to look like I'm still hung up on him. Everyone's watching. Please." He was silent for a moment, looking at her not like the powerful CEO she was, but like a woman on the edge of breaking. Finally, he smiled faintly. "All right," he said quietly. "But only if you're okay with the truth." "What truth?" she asked. He leaned closer, his voice low but steady. "I don't pretend very well." Evelyn blinked, confused. But before she could respond, Liam slipped his arm gently around her waist. Not forceful, not for show, but with warmth. Like he truly meant it. The photographers instantly turned their lenses toward them, flashes bursting like fireworks. Throughout the night, they danced, talked, and laughed like they'd known each other for years. Evelyn felt something strange, something real blooming inside her. She'd dated powerful men before, men who bragged about stocks, yachts, and private jets. But Liam, he talked about life. About his daughter, Sophie, who was 7 and obsessed with stargazing. About how he left corporate life to spend more time raising her after his wife passed away. There was pain in his voice, but also strength. When Evelyn asked, "Don't you miss all this?" Gesturing around at the wealth and glamour, Liam just smiled. "Not when I have her waiting at home," he said. That answer hit her deeper than she expected. For the first time in years, Evelyn didn't feel like she was acting either. The night ended, and outside the ballroom she stopped and turned to him. "Thank you, Liam, you saved me tonight," he chuckled softly. "I don't think you needed saving. You just needed someone real." Her lips curved into a small smile. "Maybe you're right." But just as she was about to leave, her ex, Daniel, came strutting out. "Evelyn," he smirked. "So that's your new boyfriend? A consultant? You must have downgraded hard." Liam's jaw tightened, but he stayed calm. Evelyn stepped closer to Daniel, eyes fierce. "No, Daniel. I upgraded. You wouldn't understand. It takes more than money to be a man." Then she turned back to Liam and said something she didn't plan to. "Let's get out of here." They ended up at a quiet 24-hour diner, the kind with flickering neon lights and the smell of coffee and pancakes. They sat across from each other, laughing freely now like old friends. "You really didn't have to do that," she said. "I didn't do it for you," he teased lightly. "I did it for the little girl who's probably going to hear all about this tomorrow." She's going to think her dad's some kind of secret agent. Evelyn laughed, an unguarded, real laugh she hadn't let out in years. He looked at her with a softness that wasn't pity, wasn't interest, it was something deeper. Understanding. You know, he said after a pause, sometimes pretending leads people to the truth they were running from. What truth? She whispered. That you don't need to prove your worth to anyone who already left you doubting it. Evelyn stared at him, eyes glistening. That night something changed. The armor she'd built for years began to crack, not in weakness but in healing. Over the next few months, Evelyn and Liam saw more of each other. What started as a one-night pretense slowly became something undeniable. She'd visit his little house in Brooklyn, bring Sophie cupcakes from her favorite bakery and sit with them under the stars. In return, Liam taught her how to slow down, how to live without always fighting, how to simply breathe. He never treated her like a CEO, just a woman. A friend. Someone worth knowing. And somewhere between quiet dinners and laughter-filled evenings, she realized she wasn't pretending anymore. One evening, at Sophie's school recital, the little girl sang a song about family, about love, about finding light after loss. Evelyn sat in the front row holding Liam's hand, tears in her eyes. After the applause, Sophie ran to them giggling. "Daddy! Miss Evelyn, did you like my song?" Evelyn hugged her. It was beautiful, and when she looked up, she saw the same calm warmth in Liam's eyes, the same man who had once said he didn't pretend well. Now she understood why. Because everything between them had become real. Months later, at another grand event, a reporter asked Evelyn, "Miss Hart, the last time you attended alone, tonight you're with Mr. Brooks again. Is he really your partner?" Evelyn smiled, turning toward Liam, her eyes soft but sure. "Yes," she said simply, "and this time I'm not pretending." Morale. Sometimes life's most genuine love begins with a lie we never meant to tell, because when hearts meet in honesty, even the act of pretending can become a story of truth, healing, and forever.